You're listening to Living in Spain podcasts with David Wright.
Hi guys, so today I've got some breaking news for you about visas in Spain. One visa specifically, and I'm going to pass you over to my good friend Alejandro from Salvador, who's got a big company here helping people with all sorts of paperwork and stuff when they move to Spain. So I'll pass you over to Alejandro so he can explain this new and exciting news for British people moving to Spain. Hi Alejandro.
Hi, David. Well, there is very good news. We had a meeting yesterday with the Foreign Office, with the manager of the Foreign Office in this province, in Almeria, where this office is where you have to apply to get any residence in this area. And the good news are that we were with the idea that when you get a non-lucrative visa, the non-lucrative visa is let's say the most popular way of coming now after the Brexit, because as UK are not in the European Union anymore, to come to Spain, there is one way, that is what we call non-lucrative visa, where you need to demonstrate, among other things, you need to demonstrate that you have money enough to live here in Spain without any trouble. They consider that the minimum amount that you need to have is 27,000 euros for the first person, and 7,000 for your couple, spouse or husband, which is money. You can prove it with your pensions, so if you get salary or pensions, or you can prove it with money that you have in your bank account, right? Now, everyone thought that after this first renewal, when you have to go to the Foreign Office after 1 year, because the first residence that you get is for 1 year, you have to apply for the renewal. You have to get a new one, and this is given for another 2 years. And our thought, and the thought of I think many people, was that to apply for it, as you are getting 2 years of this residence, an extension of 2 years, that you had to demonstrate that you have double the money, right? So instead of 27,000, you have to have double, and instead of 7,000 you had to have double. So at the end of the day, there was a lot of money that people were worried, because you don't always have these savings or this income. So
that's what's really stopping a lot of people, the thought that they'd have to have double the amount in the second or third years. So correct. That's what's changed, yeah?
Correct. So it's not that it's changed, it's that the law is still the same, but they interpret it in a better manner. That is that for the renewal, you have to prove just 1 year again.
Just 1 year.
Correct. So they will ask you to prove that you have the same as when you apply for the non-lucrative visa. You have this 27,000 for one person and the 7 extra for the second person. So it's not double the amount. You have to prove for 1 year.
Yeah, so basically if you're proving, and it does vary slightly in different areas of Spain still, as always in Spain, but the amount official is 27,000, and if that's the amount you pay when you get the visa, the following year you're going to be expected to prove that amount again, the same amount.
Well, it's similar. It's not exactly the 27,000. What they say is that you have to prove 400% of what we call an IPREM, that is like a minimum salary. At the end, you multiply, and it's this amount that is just 27,000. Each year it's true that it increases a bit, but it will not a big amount. Maybe it's 300 euros, 400 euros, not a big amount. So around this 28,000 euros, when you have to renew it, is when you will have to prove it again. And as I said, everyone thought that you should prove double the amount, and this is not the case. They will accept just 1 year. I must say also that this is like the interpretation of the law from the office in Almeria. Other offices, like big offices like Malaga or Alicante, we don't know yet what is the interpretation, because the law is a bit ambiguous, is not clear on that, but this is their interpretation. If in Malaga they think in another way, you have always the possibility of appealing, because they will have to consider that you have another way of interpret this law.
Yeah. So people, for the first year, they don't have to worry. The second year, if they are challenged, they can appeal against that, because there's been a precedent set with Almeria by this new rule. Is that correct? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And also another thing that people do not know is that, and I would like to say today, is that after the first year, you have the possibility of applying through a job. Imagine that you are still in the age of working, you can work, and that you find someone that offers you a job. Nothing to do with big jobs or the very difficult jobs or what we talked the other day, that you have to go to the unemployment office and apply, and if there is not a Spanish. No, in this case, if someone offers a job and is an employer that is reckoned, I mean, you have to, of course, the employer should submit some paperwork, but if it's a set company, you can also renovate with this new contract.
Renew.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, you can start a company yourself. You can start as autonomo, as what we call autonomo, that is self-employed, from the second year. And the only thing is that you need to submit a project, and nothing to do with like the golden visa, that you need to create jobs, or you need to make something in development, research and development, and like a nice project. It should be any project. They will accept that you start a project.
So can I just say what I interpret this? So for example, if a British person came here for the first year, they're not allowed to work, but after a year they could look for a job, and if they were offered a job with somebody working in an office or something, or they wanted to start self-employed here after 1 year, they've really only got to survive here that first year, and then they can look for a job and go self-employed.
That's correct.
So this is a big difference for people moving to Spain.
Yeah.
They really only need to show that they've got the money for 1 year, and then if they can start working, they can go self-employed.
Of course.
This is a game changer for people, I think, no?
Yeah. This is the thing that as this has been so quick, and the Brexit, and there was a lot of misunderstanding of how to interpret the law, but we are learning, because we are now starting to renew the non-lucrative visas for the people that applied 1 year ago. And this is and that's why we decided to apply for a meeting with the manager and his team. And
this is the manager of the
foreign office.
Foreign office. So it's come from the top. So this is official from now. So people that are beginning to renew their visa in this year, if they've renewed for 1 year, they can start looking for work then. Is that correct?
They could, yes. Perfectly. They just need to be 12 months in Spain, which is of course is.
I think this is the main thing that has stopped a lot of people. Not everybody wants to come here and work, but later on they might find that they need to work or earn some money. Before they weren't allowed, but now this has opened up a new field for people and more opportunities. So it's good news, don't you think?
Correct. And also for young people that this was like, but I can't work. I need to make my life. Or people that work remote. You could start your project as being self-employed and not necessarily working for a Spanish company.
Also, they come here as a holiday for a year and research and get your business ready. You know, there's all sorts of ways around it if people look into it. No,
correct. Yeah, that's why I was really excited with the outcome of the meeting, and that's why I wanted to share with you and with all your viewers.
Brilliant, that's great news. Well, thanks very much for sharing that with us, and I'll get this video out as soon as possible today so we can reach some people, and appreciate your time. Thanks very much, Alejandro.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for listening, guys, and if this has been of any use at all to you, please leave a like, comment or share. Let's get this information out to as many people as possible. Thanks for listening.
If you have enjoyed this podcast by David Wright, then you will love his new books. Out now on Amazon and Kindle, packed with money-saving tips and information on living and working in Spain. Just go to livinginspainbooks.com. David also has a popular blog for expats in Spain. Come and take a look now at britishexpatsinspain.com.